What's what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your boy, Judge Jungle, coming at you Live. And when I'm coming at you Live, I am coming at you live on this 6th day of June in the year of our Lord 2025. What is going on? Insert soul claps. I want to thank everybody for being here today. I'm going to thank everybody listening in the background. And I also want to thank my people listening on the replay. Before you sit down, can you go ahead and smash that like button? Or if you're not liking what you're seeing so far, smash that unlike button. But do something. Do something. If you don't got that much time to stay here tonight, leave a comment. Hey, goodbye, whatever, and go on about you and have a enjoy the rest of your night. And I will appreciate it. Once again, this is Judge Jungle. This is Night Court, and we here to have a good time. We here to laugh. We here to just enjoy ourselves tonight. Well, shout out. I see everybody in the chat room. I got the monitor over here because I'm doing something over here. That's well, I got the monitor over here because I got doing something over there. So I can't really see you as I'm looking in the camera. I turn my head that way. So I will be doing that from time to time. See who's in here. I see Mocha Bella. I see Microwave. I see King Royal. I see Poetic Sins. Give yourselves some soul claps. And I appreciate it. I think I see the Greatest. Appreciate you coming up in here. This is a Zulu Cast production. And with a Zulu Cast production, we have jokes. We have a good time, but we have jokes because we are here to entertain you. And before I get started, I want to let you know I had technical difficulties today. Some of the stuff I wanted to do didn't get uploaded. Some of the audio I wanted to do did not get uploaded. So this show is not going to be perfect. It's going to be it's not going to be as long as other Night Court because I don't have the support and evidence in here. What else? This show is not going to last long because I couldn't bring multiple exhibits in here as evidence. As you see on the bottom line right there, the docket and the order is going to be in. And let me tell you something. My decision is binding. These are my sentences. You know what I'm saying? This is my court. So if you want to appeal anything, you can do so. Just let me know, and I will have the court clerk write it down. First up is the decision between Bill Footage Network and Dagudio. Before I play audio, before I play an audio of the situation, let me just go ahead and give you a little rough draft of what's going on. A few years ago, the Blues Club been sitting defunct. Doors closed. No notice of when the Blues Club is coming back. So we did an auction show. Put the Blues Club for auction. And what we did was your signature is worth like $1 million, right? So Bill for the Network got the most signatures, so they raised the most money. And so they got majority of the Blues Club. I think Truck D got the liquor license, and Vince Wright got something else. I forgot what Vince Wright got, but the Blues Club was broken down into three parts, with Built for this network getting about 90% of it. Person who came in second place in bidding was the Greatest, being funded by X Squad. X Squad was trying to obtain the Blues Club, but Built for the network outbidded him. And that was 2-3 years ago. Ever since then, the Greatest has been whispering about, well, Built for the network cheated. They didn't get the Blues Club in a legal way. How they got the Blues Club was illegal, and so he's been challenging it for 3 years. Fast forward to today, the Greatest are challenging the Blues Club because there hasn't been a Blues Club show in 2 years, and he won. So if you don't do a show, that's the equivalent in our speaker community of not paying your taxes. When you do a show, when End of the Bench do a show, they're paying taxes by giving the people what they want, entertainment. When King Royal do an inspirational show, he's paying taxes. When DJ Dez do a show, he's paying taxes. Well, when you don't do a show, you're not giving the people what they want. What's going on, Naughty? What's going on, RC? You're not giving the people what they want. So it's been 2 years, maybe 3. Well, 2.5, 3 years. Whatever the auction, Blues Club has not been played. Crown Holder had reasons, and I'm about to play his reason. The Greatest want me to go ahead and hand over the Blues Club to the Gudio. And that's a legal term. He want the Blues Club to go to the Gudio. Remember what I said? Remember how I said how it got funded the first time? This time, Gudio going to be in charge of the of whatnot. So let me go ahead and get started and play. Before I make my decision, I'm gonna go ahead and play Built for this network last attempt to secure the rights of Built for this network. Here we go. Let me know if audio is not well by thumbs down. And give me a thumbs up if it's okay. Here we go.
Good evening, Judge Jungle. This is DJ Madnas, the crown holder, 1/3 owner of Built for This Network LLC. I'm currently here because a subpoena was given to the company for Built for This Network versus Gudio in the case of ownership of the Blues Club, which is currently owned by Built for This Network LLC. During the last court session, me and the guy from the Gudio, the owner from the Gudio radio network, has went back and forth and he made some claims that, you know, we won't be doing right about it. We won't be, you know, up and running and everything else. And like I said in the last court session, Your Honor, Built for This Network is a growing network. Um, we all for the community. You know what I mean? Especially in our black community. You know what I mean? To have an independent black enterprise like the Blues Club, we not just thinking small time. We not just thinking Saturdays. We're thinking 24/7. We're thinking, maybe Friday to maybe Sunday, because I know everybody 24/7 is kind of reaching it. But if we could have that blues music in rotation 24/7, to where when people want to come off of work, and they want to unwind from the day, because I know the world can be crazy, you know, they could throw on some blues, they could throw on some jazz, they could throw on some Dizzy Gillespie, some Miles Davis, some Etta James, just to name a few. You know, um, with and with the reconstruction of the Blues Club, which will be under the umbrella of BuiltForThisRadio.com, we are providing Big Illinois Cigar Session. We are providing catering service by DJ Purplicious. We are providing the Poetic Lounge for spoken word and poetry. We even have a real cast sporting section, VIP, for all the people who want to rock the major sports with nice little lounge area, you know. And, we are legal here in Jersey as far as marijuana is concerned. So, we do have a DJ Mad Knox 420 room where people want to get, their little puff puff pass on. You know what I mean? Drinks will be provided by the number one chief rocker. And to say this, we have a good, not only a Chicago DJ on deck, but Built for This Network has a legit 3 DJs on the roster that can play the blues, that can rotate and, keep that music going. With Gudio Radio, it's just him. He's not guaranteed to play this music around the clock with all the other shows that he has going on, you know. And from the previous owners of Deacon Dale in 334, if they schedules are permitted, they can come in and take over and host anytime they want. You know, is we have open mic night. You know, we have so many ideas of revamping this blues club better than ever before. You feel what I'm saying? We also got Truck D's hooch. You know what I mean? That he's willing to provide from us. And I'm willing to negotiate that. But like I said, the Blues Club is legendary. Um, it's been given to me. It's been bought outright. Like I said before, on Spreaker.com, I had to wear, me and my constituents at the time had to wear the Blues Club Abbey, if you remember, Judge Jungle, that you auctioned off for that amount of weeks to pay it off outright. So I just think it's fair that the Blues Club remains under the umbrella of Built for This Network LLC, to see where this baby flower entity groom into the country club, the black renaissance, the getaway that we need to just dress up, you know, And also, let me add, we will be providing security there for those who's not on the list will not get in. So I asked, do Gudio plan on spending that big of a budget? It remains to be seen. I thank you, Judge Jungle. I pray for your wealth and health, and hopefully your decision is a good one. And you have a nice evening, sir. God bless you. God bless your court. And God bless the black community. Thank you.
Well, that's Crown Holder right there, man. Give him some soul class, man. He said some very good things in his audio. He has did a very good job representing. He has done a very good job representing Bill for the network. And just think, man. Where would Bill for the network be without Crown? Let's answer that. Where would Bill for this network be without Crown Holder? You know what I'm going to do, man? Crown Holder inspired me to add top executive to my JB Awards next year. Top executive. He right there is a candidate for top executive because he came on here. He represented the Blues Club. He represented Bill for this network in maintaining the rights for the Blues Club. Now, I don't have no audio from the Gudio. The Gudio said there's already spoken. There's no need to give an audio because they've already spoken. They've already spoken. They haven't submitted anything, but before I rule on it, I'm going to go ahead and play their lawyer what he said last week. Is he sucking up to the judge? that's not sucking up. That's trying to maintain your asset. That's business one-on-one. And Crown Holder just did a Harvard type less class on trying to maintain what he already had. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and find the representative for let me go ahead and play the representative for the Gudio and what they had to say during day court.
Here's the statement you asked me to read. Official statement. Legal action filed by Gudio Enterprise, D. Gradist from South Central. Gudio Enterprise, led by CEO D. Gradist from South Central, has officially filed a lawsuit against the current owners of the Blues Club, built for this network, BFTN. The lawsuit cites two primary claims of injustice and harm to the community. Unfair and biased auction process. Gudio Enterprise asserts that during the public auction for the Blues Club, despite having substantially greater funds and the intention to restore and operate the venue for public benefit, the club was awarded to BFTN under unfair and biased circumstances. Evidence suggests that personal affiliations and favoritism influenced the outcome, denying Gudio Enterprise a fair and just opportunity to acquire the property. Neglect and community harm. Since acquiring the Blues Club, BFTN has failed to reopen or utilize the venue for any public purpose. For 2 years, the building has remained closed, depriving longtime patrons and community members of a vital space historically used for therapeutic healing, cultural connection, and mental wellness. This neglect has contributed to widespread emotional and psychological distress among Blues Club supporters and the broader community. In response, Gudio Enterprise is seeking judicial intervention. They are requesting that the court revoke ownership of the Blues Club from BFTN and transfer it to Gudio Enterprise. The organization is committed to immediately restoring operations and reopening the club to serve its original purpose as a sanctuary for music, healing, and community resilience. Gudio Enterprise believes that reclaiming the Blues Club is not only a matter of justice but a necessary act of public service for the well-being of the community.
All right, well, that's the lawyer or the legal representative for the Gudio in that case. So I'm ready to rule. This will be a tough decision, you know. There's going to be a tough decision, you know. In the morning, I was going to rule for Built for this network. And then, no. Yeah, the morning I was going to rule for Built for this network. Then I started thinking about it, and I was going to rule for the Gudio. You know how your spirit gets to moving, and you just let go and let God, you know. And so my spirit was telling me go with the Gudio. And then DJ Dez hit me up. And me and DJ Dez said something. So I was like, let me get the gratis on the phone. Insert laugh track. Long story short, the gratis big time me. And it made me thinking. It got me to thinking that with this the battle coming up, the gratis insert laugh track, his hands gonna be full. I can't get him on the phone. You know, I can't narrow down this business about the battle with me, him, and Dez. I was like, can the gratis insert laugh track? Can the gratis handle Blues Club renovations and the upcoming battle? And I was like, can Built for the Network handle the Blues Club renovations and maintain their other shows? Hey, what's going on, is Gift? So I started peeling back the onion. I was like, okay, Built for the Network, you got crown holder, big time organizational skills. Gudio got the gratis insert laugh track, big time organizational skills. So it's like one-on-one, you know, point for Built for the Network, point for the Gudio. Okay, well, crown holder busy, right? Who the Built for the Network got? Oh, damn, they got parties. I'm serious. Boom, that's 2 points. That's 2 points for Poetic. You know what I mean? That's 2 points for Built for the Network. Okay, if the great is busy, who gonna help the Gudio with Blues Club and the battle? Yeah, man, there's a whole bunch of crickets. There's a whole bunch of crickets. So you got 2 hammers for Built for the Network with major organizational skills, and you got the greatest. He got organizational skills, but he by himself. Yeah, I'm on. Look at the bottom line on his gift. I got you coming on after Hrap. So you sit down and enjoy yourself. you're gonna be on in after Hrap, end of the bench. There's a bottom line on the screen is give you up third on the docket. So so the question will come down to who got the administration to handle it. The Greater said good stuff. Crown Holder said good stuff, you know, but it comes down to guarantee. Who got the biggest guarantee? Who got the muscle to pull it off? It's like the Olympics. Blues Club is like the Olympics. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on. You got the Boom Boom Room. You got Oasis. You got the Club Oasis. You got Club Up Top. You know, that's a big umbrella. And also, I looked on Built for This Network's potential employees. I didn't see nobody named Shelly on their roster. Insert laugh track. And I look on the Gudio and I see Shelly as the door manager. And y'all all know Shelly, me and Shelly ain't no friends right now. Y'all all know that. So man, I'm gonna go ahead and make my decision, and it's gonna be binding. My decision is gonna be binding. What the greatest said, get out your feeling, Warren. Hey, when it comes to making a decision, it's all about feelings. Do I want Poetic Sins hiring the staff for the Blues Club, or do I want Shelly hiring the staff for the Blues Club? Let me think. Poetic gonna have DJ Purplicious, you know what I'm saying? Poetic gonna have people we know blessing the Blues Club. I don't know about Shelly Q. Shelly Q not like us anymore. You see what I did there? Shelly Q not like that. So the greatest, I tell you what, the greatest, before I make my decision, I want you to put in the chat room if Shelly Q gonna be a part of your team, yes or no. I need to know before I make my decision, the greatest. Is Shelly Q gonna be a part of your team for the Blues Club if I give you the award? What's going on, Mukadeen? Put in the chat room, the greatest. Put in the chat room, the greatest. Is Shelly Q gonna be a part of your team, the great? Shelly is a Hall of Famer of Good Hill Taboo. Will Shelly Q be the manager of the Blues Club, the great? I need to know. Stop stalling, sir. I need to know if Shelly Q have anything to do with the Blues Club, the great. I need to know. I need to know, the great. I need to know, the great. I'm going to count down, the great. I'm going to count down. I'm going to give you time, the great, before I make my decision. 10, 9, 8, 7. I want you to answer, the great, whether she's gonna be on it going forward. I don't care about last time. I'm talking about going forward. Will Shelly Q be in your staff? 6, 6, 5, 4. I'm looking at the chat, the great. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing from you, the great. You want the Blues Club, or you want to please Shelly Q? Hey, I want to know the grade too. Yeah, it's a slow count, Noddy. Trying to give him time, Noddy. I'm trying to give him time, but he's not working with me. So, man, when I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna update the bottom line and look at the bottom line. You will see the results of this thing by my city. When I update the bottom line. This is a Zulu Cast production. I am the Chief Justice, Jungle Brother, and we'll be right back, man. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like the show. Go ahead and share the show, and go ahead and follow people that's in the chat. Give them hyperdated YouTube profile. All right, I'll be right back. All right, everybody. I'm awarding it back to. I'm giving the Blues Club back to Bill for the network. They got the manpower, the female power. They got the horses. They got Bill for the network got Crown Holder. They got Poetic. They got Mukadeen. They got plenty of hard hitters. You know what I'm saying? So their credit rating is through the roof. Gudio is a big time network. Got big time shows, classic shows, but Belfast never just got the firepower, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in Bill Ford's network stable. But I will address it in a year to see what Built for the Network is doing with it. So the greatest you can appeal, and we'll come back a year from now to see how Built for the Network is doing. If they haven't had any shows, the great in 90 days, you could come back and try to put an injunction on my decision because they haven't done nothing in 90 days. So my ruling for Built for the Network, but Built for the Network, we got to get a Blues Club within 90 days. That's my ruling, and that is final. So we'll move on to second part of the docket. Second part of the docket is the Anonymous versus End of the Bench podcast. And the premise of this case is that anonymous person working in the human resource office at End of the Bench podcast figured has been felt out of place because there's 8 girls in the office, 6 of them black and 2 of them white. 6 black girls get flowers, they get flown out to different cities, they get invited out to dinner, and the 2 white girls get nothing. They don't get no sexual advantages or nothing. So they are suing for pain and suffering. But don't take my word for it. I want you to go ahead and listen to Miss Anonymous, who works in the human resource office and the Bench podcast. And I take these allegations very serious. Can't have no white girl in the office not getting hit on, like the black girls being hit on. That's not good. You got you black girls get hit on, they get flown out. You need to go ahead and hit on the white girls and fly them out. You know what I'm saying? If not, you're gonna end up with, as the bench is, hit with a discrimination charge. So let me go ahead and play the thing. Let me find it first. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Anonymous, and I work at the Human Resources Office for the End of the Bench podcast. My job is handling payroll and labor issues. I'm one of 8 girls in the office, 6 of them white. Oh, correction. 6 of them black and 2 of us white. I've been working there for 3 years, and I have not been hit on. I've not been asked on a date. Nobody's brought me flowers or the other anonymous white girl in there. But the other 6 black girls, they get treated nice. They get flown out to other cities. They get taken places. The boss comes around and flirts with them. And I even seen him one time graze his knuckles on one of their booty. And he don't pay me no attention. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm tired of discrimination. He makes me not feel sexy. So Judge Jungle, please take care of my complaint and rule for my pain and suffering and restitution, because I've stopped eating well. I've been depressed, and my health bills have skyrocketed. So I want to enter the bench to take care of my medical bills. Thank you, Judge.
That right there is Anonymous. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and make my ruling. before I make my ruling, let me address somebody in the chat. I'll tell y'all, I'm not one to play with. Okay? Now, if y'all want to play the dozens, we can play the dozens. You say whatever you want in the chat, right? But guess what? I got jokes too. I'm gonna make an example out of one of y'all. Let me find this comment. I'll tell y'all, I'm Jungle Brother. What would y'all say to me? You know what I'm saying? I don't play. You know, I come to y'all shows and I'll be respectful, right? And now this is a comedy show, right? And when you do a comedy show, what's one thing you don't want to see people doing? Huh? Let me find it first before I slice his ass up. And right there. King Royal says, I'm falling asleep here. Okay? Now, I'm all about comedy. I'm all about entertainment. Last thing you tell me is, I'm falling asleep. Well, guess what, King Royal? I'm going to wake everybody up. But guess what? I fall asleep on your motherfucking show. What do you think I be doing, King Royal, when your show be on? I be drinking a whole lot of motherfucking coffee. A whole lot of coffee, King Royal. Since we going there, since we giving opinions, I drink a whole lot of coffee in your show, King Royal. Best believe that. A whole lot of coffee. Anybody else got jokes? Put in the chat and we'll run down the line. Okay? I can go ahead and stop the show and we can go ahead and play the dozens. If y'all want. Y'all want to play the dozens? Y'all want me to stop this? We can play the dozens. So raise your hand and say, and talk shit in the chat. I got something for all of y'all. Because King Royal ain't the only show I need to drink a lot of coffee. So, back to script. I'm going to go ahead and award Miss Anonymous Damages by Hrap, showing love to the black girls and not showing love to the white women. That's egregious. You know, she said Hrap knuckles grazed one black girls, but you know, let me get myself together if I say this. She said she witnessed Hrap knuckles grazing one white girl and one black girl's ass, but he never grazed his knuckles. Come on, Hrap. Hrap, you gonna hire the white girls, you gotta make them feel sexy too. And so I understand how you feel. You know, you black, and you go to a place with a whole bunch of white girls, and management flying the white girls out. You know what I'm saying? Flirting with them, grazing their knuckles on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Bringing them flowers. How would you feel if you was a black girl? So I can feel the white girl's pain. You know what I'm saying? I can feel her pain. So I'm gonna go ahead and rule on her. And Hrap, you gotta pay for her medical bills. And the exact amount, she want to email me the exact amount of her medical bills, and then we go forward with punitive damage. Next up, yeah, King Royal, really. I need a whole lot of damn coffee in your show. You fall asleep on my show, I've been drinking coffee for your show. But I ain't been on that keyboard telling you I'm falling asleep, because I show you respect. You know, y'all need to watch what y'all say. A lot of y'all could dish it, but you can't take it. We got Hrap in here. Hrap says, I demand a link. Okay, no problem, Hrap. I will send you a link. No problem. I will send you the link. Okay. I will send you the link, Hrap. Let me put it in the comment section. Boom, it's sent. Yeah, I sent it, Hrap. It's in the comments. Hey, we want to welcome Black Swan. How's it going, Swanee? Man, there's a lot of comments, man. I'm gonna try to comment. I'm gonna try to start as much as I can. I got 79 comments so far. If y'all don't know the procedure, I will show the comments during the outro. So when I sign off, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna display all the comments of the day as we wait for Hrap. Let me go ahead, while I wait for Hrap, go ahead and start. There's it right there, Hrap. If there you go right there, Hrap. Go ahead and click on that. King Royal said, you took long in making a decision. Hey, King Royal. Hey, man, this is a process, brother. It takes a while. I'm doing the show here, brother. Let me get that off stage. Brian Hrap Wayne, what's going on, sir?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's up? Your dishonor.
Hey, watch your mouth. I'm duly elected, sir. Watch your mouth if I find you in contempt.
No problem. Your dishonor. No. Hey, man, them white girls got hired for DEI purposes. They don't get flued. No flued. And this supposed to be the court of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you defending white girls.
No, sir. I'm defending justice. You know what I'm saying? I got legitimate court here, sir.
But this is in the county of Tulsa. This Black Wall Street court, and you defending white girls.
No, sir. I'm defending right and wrong.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all see this? Do the citizens of Blacklandia see this?
Come on, Hrap. Say you in an office with a whole bunch of brads, and the white girl management come and fly Brad out. You know what I'm saying? Take Brad out to dinner, and you and Jamal, y'all don't get nothing. How'd you feel?
That used to happen to me. That's why I created End of the Bench, so I could flute out black girls and Tyrones. So Keishas and Tyrones could get flued out. Not so Judge Blacklandia could bring charges up on me. and you let Monica come on. No, not Monica. You let Monica come on and Susan come on and file claims against me. I'm truly disappointed in you.
Hrap, I sent you the subpoena. You didn't answer it till now, sir. You know what I'm saying? If you'd have made a case, I could have dropped it if I heard from you. I only heard from them.
You know what? I'm gonna file charges against you to get your jungle status removed. You finna be farm brother.
AZ Gift, I just got your text. You coming up next. Don't go nowhere. As soon as Hrap finish with his appeal, I'm coming to you, AZ Gift.
Tommy, slow down, Tommy. That's unreal, man, Tommy.
So here's the deal, Hrap. You've been found guilty. You got to pay for their medical records. You got to pay for their BBL. You got You gotta pay for their butt lift. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay for their tummy tuck.
Nah.
You gotta get these white girls looking like sisters.
Nah. See? You know what? You ain't finna be farm brother, because his brothers own a farm. You finna be suburb brother. Going forward, your name will be, and for the next 36 hours, we will address you as suburb brother.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Don't. Hey, I told y'all before the court started, I'm not your friend. This is where, you know, justice meets the docket. You know what I'm saying? I'm duly elected because I'm here for the people.
The
So,
citizens of Blacklandia put you in this place, and you out here in favor, putting judgments in favor of white people.
Hey, you gotta watch what you say. Look who behind me, sir. Look who
Yeah,
behind me.
I see Ronald
Reagan
Reagan
next behind me.
right there. I see Ronald Reagan right over your left shoulder.
You don't see no Ronald Reagan on my left shoulder, sir.
Yeah. And look.
You see some black men put it down.
Your left shoulder. You suburb brother. You suburb cousin. You ain't brother. You cousin now, man.
You know.
All right, of Blacklandia, I'm speaking for DJ Mad Knox. I'm speaking for Elemento. I'm speaking for a lot of people out there, man. DJ Fans. That's who Elemento is, for people who don't know. I'm speaking for suburb.
I could be on that draft.
Until Monday, you will be known as suburb cousin, man. You are no
I could be that
brother.
I could be that age rap, but you gotta do what you gotta do in the office.
It's cool.
You gotta provide a balanced work environment.
Miss Anonymous is gonna be known as Miss Jetson because she fired.
You don't know which one she is. You know what I'm saying?
Only two of them in the office. No more DAA. Y'all president getting rid of DEI, so they got to go.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother.
Go see if suburb cousin will hire you. That's first.
Hey, you need to tighten up, Avery. This is the second time in 2 weeks, and the bench is in my courtroom, man. I need to tighten up, man.
Hey, we still in that we got an appeal on that first thing. You do. I peel the onion back. And just because Sean Combs is my favorite cousin does not mean I'm selling bootleg baby oil. And if nobody's not in my sponsors cans but Coke 45.
Hey, Hrap, you know, it don't look good for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I have not lost a RICO case yet.
Free P. Diddy.
All right, Hrap, man. Good talking to you, brother.
Just because I'm good and shining don't mean I sell bootleg shea butter underground, black market baby oil.
Hey, you want to tell everybody about End of the Bench and where they can find you at?
The End of the Bench Media, THAENDOFDABENCH. I'm expanding the platform Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We will be doing cheap seats. As usual, Monday through Friday, you might get 4 episodes, a few minutes of Hrap. I will start soon. I will start the interview process again, where I'm doing interviews of elders and traditional people out in the community. Thank you for having me on again, Jungle. It's always fun to watch your programs. Continue to do a program, but up until Monday, you will be suburb cousin, and we will we'll reconvene in Blacklandia, and we might. You know what? I was talking to the mayor of Blacklandia, aka Poetic Sands, and we might be scheduling a new election and see if we can get a new judge in Blacklandia.
Okay. Hey, I'm ready for all the smoke. I'm ready for all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm ready for all the smoke.
Us, the citizens of Blacklandia, we started to get sick of this Judge Jungle thing.
Hey, man. Hey, instead of y'all getting sick, Get right. How about that? Instead of y'all getting sick, get right.
Yeah,
So abide by the rules.
Yeah. Mayor Sins and I've been talking.
Mayor Sins.
And Governor Mad Knox.
Oh, Governor Mad Knox now, huh?
Yeah, Governor Mad Knox and Mayor Sins and I, one of the major contributors to these campaigns with my Code 45 sponsorship that you so effortlessly told everybody about. And guess what? That baby oil been selling, buddy. So you keep it up.
Hey, Hrap, I'm tell you like I tell everybody else. I'm not the type of judge you impeach. I'm the type of judge you do business with.
We are the citizens of Blacklandia, not you.
I'm the judge you do business with. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Tammy Hall don't got nothing on me.
You and your snitches, we got something for y'all.
Watch your mouth, Hrap. Watch your mouth.
See if your friend Anonymous got something for that.
Threatening court witnesses, that's a RICO charge right there.
Only RICO.
That's a RICO charge right there.
Off 145th in the Bronx.
Say what?
Only RICO you know is a cat that used to live on 145th up in the Bronx.
Maybe. I know how to spell it though.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I spell it. So I ain't, hey, spell it ain't
I know how to spell it. You know what I'm saying? R-E, you know what I'm saying? Code. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, okay. Now that you're a spelling champ, so what? All I know is tonight I will meet with Governor Anthony and Mayor Sins, and we might see what we can do about getting us another judge, Mr. Suburbs.
AZ Gift. AZ Gift, go ahead and click on this link. And you can come on up.
It's on, my good brother.
All right, man. Peace out, Hrap. All right. So we ruled on bill for this network. We ruled on end of the bench. Now, here's a case against AZ Gift. In 2019, might have been 2018, AZ Gift burst up on the scene, right? She burst up on the scene. She was for the people. She was for her friends. She was doing community stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, she was spreading love to truck drivers. She was spreading love to Tasty Talk. She was spreading love to Lonely Hearts Cafe and other philanthropic endeavors. But fast forward to 2025, she don't got time for that no more. She living her best life. She living her best life in Cali. You know, she forgot about her friends in the East Coast. You know, she don't, every time the friends call her, you know, she either hanging up on them or big time them, telling them what she doing with her life, you know. So the people have brought up a charge on her for abandonment. AZ Gift is up for abandonment, everybody. AZ Gift is back for abandonment. Give me a second. Let me take that banner down. That banner is down. So if we wait on AZ Gift, AZ Gift, click on that link. You're holding the show up. We need to get this thing going before we get to the Yellow Rain trial. As we wait on AZ Gift, I want to tell everybody, if you haven't done it already, click the like button, share the shows if you can, and make sure if you're not following me, please go ahead and follow me, everybody. If you're not following me, please go ahead and follow me and follow everybody else in there. Let me go ahead as we wait on AZ Gift. Let me go ahead and take a break. Update on the bottom line. Start more of your comments so I can put it at the end of the show. So I'll be back. Thanks, Brown Holder. AC Gift have not shown up yet, so we're gonna go ahead and continue her show to her case to the end of the show, or if she's still having technical difficulties coming on the panel, we'll move it to day court next week. So next up is the great Yellow Rain trial. The Yellow Rain trial is this right here. Let me go ahead and pull up the Yellow Rain. Now, the Yellow Rain trial has caused me a friend. She Rocker is no longer speaking to me no more. You know, because She Rocker said, I set him up. I ambushed him. You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and show y'all what he's mad about. He's mad about this right here. You know, he said I put a whole bunch of lies on that thing. You know, no, that's not it. That's not it. Damn, I don't have it on here. I don't have it on here. Damn. AC Gift, how's it going?
I can't hear you.
Is that Justin Jungle or Uncle Phil? Watch him out, Hrap. You know what I'm saying? Watch him out. How's it going, AC Gift? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, so how do you answer to those charges of abandoning your friends, not being here for us, big time in us? How do you answer that? Are you the same person that you was in 2019?
Can't hear you. You said my what?
Are you the same person as you was in 2019?
Probably so.
No. I need you to explain yourself. How you probably so?
Hell, I'm older. What's wrong with this thing? Can't see
AZ Gift, the charges are you're not there for your friends no more. Every time we call you, you ushering us off the phone. You don't have time for us. You living your life, your best life.
What else am I supposed to do?
Say what?
What else am I supposed to do?
Be there for your people. You know, if they call on you, call them back. If they doing the show, come to the show. If they say, AC Gift, you want to come on the panel? You know, don't come on the panel and act all shy, you know, like you don't want to talk. I know she hung up. All right, we'll get back to the Yellow Rain trial. I don't know if she hung up on me or she having technical difficulties. But let's get back to Yellow Rain trial. I don't want to keep this. I don't want to hold y'all up. What we at 118? Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here before 11, maybe 11:15. You know, AZ Gift. If that was by mistake, we're just gonna go ahead and move your trial to day court, AZ Gift. You know what I'm saying? I hope you okay. I hope you're doing all right. Okay, so let's get back to the Yellow Rain trial. I don't know what happened with the deposition, excuse me. I don't know how I lost it. Maybe let me see if I can find it. Is that it? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's it right there. Hey Z, yeah, we having problems with the system. So let's get back to it. All right, now the number one chief rocker, he says, I set him up. He said, this right here is all force. You know, I asked Chief before the thing, I said, Chief, here's what I'm gonna have on the show. Do you got a problem with any of this? Do you got a problem with anything on here? Chief said no. Chief said he want to press charges on Mocha. He said he want to press charges on Mocha because Mocha lied. You know, Mocha lied about hog tying him. Mocha lied about finger exploration. Mocha lied about the golden shower, right? And Mocha, she even sent visual evidence. She sent visual evidence. Look at that right there. Mocha said Chief flew her in. Now, Chief got mad at me because I peeled the onion back. Now, Chief said he flew Mocha in like, and he came and picked her up like everybody else picked Mocha up. But if you look at this picture, and I'm gonna show you other pictures of Mocha, she ain't hugging everybody like she hugging Chief. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you other exhibits where Chief not smiling like this. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on? AC Gift, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but yeah, I'm okay.
So I need you to answer those charges in more than one word, AC, because you've been big timing us like you big timing us tonight. You know, we send you alerts. You don't answer alerts. I just need you to go ahead and tell us right now, do you want us to leave you alone and let you enjoy your fabulous life?
I'm gonna do that anyway. What do you want me to do? So when I come out to California, you want me to just forget my family and do it?
Hey, to give, who's more important, your family or your friend or your fans?
My family, my friends, or my faith?
No, who's more important, your family or your fans?
I don't have fans, but my family is most definitely more important.
So let me get this straight. After you did 21 questions and blew up and became famous, you don't care about spending time with your fans anymore?
I'm
You don't
every time
you
you
don't got
send me a link,
time spend
every
time
time
with no life?
I join, right?
Say what?
Every time you send me a link, I join.
AZ Gift, what pillar on your back, AZ Gift? This is your first time coming on my panel, AZ Gift.
I don't know, maybe.
This is the first time.
Okay.
So how do you plead? Let's go ahead and do you wanna plead guilty, mercy of the court, or do you want to continue this so you can provide better evidence that you're not big time in your friends?
We're good. I'm not guilty.
You're not guilty.
Mm-mm.
Well, AC Gift, man, I'm gonna go ahead and rule against you. You know what I'm saying? You're guilty of big timing your fans. You guilty of big timing your friends. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw the book at you and hit you with 365 days community service.
I don't do community service. What I gotta do?
When somebody send you an alert, show up. Say hi, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Say hi, everybody. And go on about your day. You
Every
know
time,
what I'm saying?
every time I get a link, I join. I may not stay long, but I join.
Crazy gift. Every
So,
time you appear on somebody's panel, I'm gonna knock 2 months off your time. Every time you come to the chat room, I knock 2 weeks off your time. All right. I don't know if you can hear me, AZ Gift, but that's my ruling, and that's final. All right, let's get back to the Yellow Rain trial. Now, in this exhibit right here, Mocha and Chief is hugged up, right? You can't see where Mocha got her left hand at. And if you look at Chief's face, it look like Chief is grimacing, like Mocha is tickling him. Okay? Now, before I put some other exhibits in Chief case, I'm gonna go ahead and play his audio file. Chief called, cussing me out, saying I set him up, and I want y'all to listen to what Chief had to say about me after that night court thing. Call and cuss me, slam out.
And I work.
Good evening, Judge.
I want to talk about last night that mockery. I want to talk about last night that mockery of a court session. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, bad information was up in there. Mocha lying out her teeth. You know what I'm saying? Judge Jungle, I don't know what the hell was on his mind. It seemed like he wanted her to pee on him. That's why he wanted to make me try to look bad. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, let's peel back the whole bag of motherfucking onions, right? First and foremost, Mocha had the wrong year. Last year, Mocha stayed in a hotel down there with all the other people. You know, she rode around with Rail and Griff. You know what I'm saying? Every year they ride together when they come to this thing, because they come just about almost every year, right? I picked Mocha up from the motel, her and Rail. I mean, from the airport, her and Rail. You know what I'm saying? And I took them down to the motel. And then we met up with D Great and his homeboy. That's why I don't understand why D Great was in the chat room egging on this shit last night. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew where Mocha stayed at last year. You know? Second of all, right? Mocha stayed at my house 2019, her and Rail. 2 years out of the how many years they've been coming down here. Rail stayed with me 1 year, and the last year, 2019, they stayed with me. The only reason Rail didn't have a room is because I had a room that was being remodeled. So I only had 2 bedrooms, right? I was nice enough to give this here heifer my... I had to do this. She was saying some foul stuff. I had to edit it. True. I would never in my life have a mom. She was saying some foul stuff. I had to edit it. That's me editing it. She's going off. Jungle like that shit. That's why he was all into it. Second of all, Jungle come in there with the start to show off, rubbing his greasy pork chop hands together. You know
know what I'm saying? He done had a couple of beverages. You can see all that in him. You know what I'm saying? And his number one thing was, I'm a railroad chief tonight. Chief Rocket was a hot ticket last night because everybody named Mama came out because I was on the docket. You know? But next time I know not to bring up charges. And then third of all, majority of people in the chat last night, plus Jungle, used to listen to Tasty talk. And when Mando and them used to talk about the trombone and all this other shit, peeing on my golden showers and all that, Mocha was in the chat room back then, greasing it up. And there was a couple other people in there saying they wouldn't mind Mocha giving them a go in the shower. So I don't know why all this shit is a surprise to y'all about what Mocha do. You know what I'm saying? She been doing this shit ever since Tasty talk. You know, how slow did we all get fucking retarded minds when we don't remember the shit happening back then on Tasty Talk? You know what I'm saying? The other night, Mocha started this shit on Jungle. When Mocha talking about, Chief, you up late. I said, no, I ain't up late. I ain't up as late as you do when you be taking them golden showers. You know what I'm saying? I said, when you be taking those golden showers. In other words, taking me when somebody is pissing on her ass. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, she started talking about, I've been Chief. I was at Chief House, bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? No. No. You're not even my type.
That's me editing it. Chief going off, cussing me out, cussing Mocha out.
You put a Mickey in my drink, or whatever. All that shit that was on that poster. So, all in all, Jungle and Mocha cahoots in trying to railroad me. But I tell you what, you ain't got to worry about me being railroad. And tickets for another show, it won't come from me. You don't have to
Come on, Chief.
together and shit. And talk about Chief, that's the only way you're going to get some tickets, because Chief Rocker won't be there. And everybody, y'all have a great day. I just had to get that off my mind, because last night, thank you, Poetic Sins, for representing me, because they couldn't handle you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really hear what you had to say, and you fucked both of them up at one time. You took out 2 in 1. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Andy, great. The Dodgers only played one motherfucking game against the Yankees. It's a 3-game series. If you win 2, then you can wave the motherfucking flag. But until you win 2 games out this series, it's still ain't shit, alright? I want to talk about that.
Everybody, that Chief Rocker cussing me out, cussing Mocha out. You know what I'm saying? Chief called me wanting to press charges on Mocha. Chief brought it up, not me. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's Chief right there. And before I play Mocha's rebuttal, let me go ahead and put some Chief said he didn't fly Mocha in. Mocha came to Atlanta like she always do. She went to just pick him up. And so his lawyer sent me evidence of Mocha hugging everybody else like she did with Chief. So let me show the evidence. Like I said, I've been having technical difficulties. So I don't know if I got all of it in, but I'm going to try to get it. There. Right there. Okay. Somebody sent me this right here. Now Chief says he's not the only one that took a picture with Mocha. Mocha took pictures with everybody. And here she is right here saying, "Good afternoon. I finally met the greatest." Now, I didn't know about this. Somebody sent me this. I didn't know about this. You know what I'm saying? Great photo. Now, look at Mocha's hand. Now, you can see both of Mocha's hands. You can see both of Mocha's hands. But when Mocha took that picture with Chief, you couldn't see Mocha's left hand. So you couldn't tell what she's doing. And you can see the greatest hugging Mocha like a friend. But if you look at Chief picture, Chief hugging Mocha by her waist. You know what I'm saying? See the difference? You see the difference between Chief and the Great? They tell me, if you look at this picture and you look at this picture, which one is friends and which one is sleeping together? I mean, you know, which one look like friends? You know what I'm saying? Which one look like they're sleeping together? Here's another picture. Mocha Bella took a picture with Griff. Griff, North Carolina A&T Aggie. He's hugging Mocha by her shoulders. He's not holding her by the waist. You can see both of Mocha's hands. She's hugging the back of the company. If you look, her hand is right there by his under his left shoulder. Uh, uh, Here's Mocha Bella and Microwave. Here's Mocha Bella taking a picture with Microwave. And once again, it look like friends. It don't really look like, you know, Microwave flown Mocha in. Yeah, I'm saying, you know, I apologize, folks. I've been having technical difficulties. I apologize. I apologize. Okay, now this Mocha Bella take the picture with Chief, Truck D, and Sluggo. Now, look at Chief and look how Truck D hugging Mocha. Look how Chief hugging Mocha. You know what I'm saying? Do it like they're hugging everybody the same. You know. Oh, now, if you look at Mocha, she pressed up on Chief. If you look at Chief, she pressed up on Mocha. Now, Poe, don't try to say I'm trying to make Chief look bad. I ain't trying to make Chief look bad, even though Chief said I'm trying to make him look bad. I'm not. But you just look at the photo. Now, to Chief and his lawyer's defense, Mocha hugged up on everybody, not just Chief. That's the purpose of these pictures, showing you that Mocha is up on everybody. Mocha's up on everybody. And there's Chief again, rocking that Lawrence Taylor. You got the great, I think he has Trey Lance jersey, I'm not sure. And you got Camille. That's Chief Rocker's son, rocking that New York Giants and New York Giants hoodie. I think the great wearing those Jordan 10s. I think Jordan 10s or 11. So I'm gonna play Mocha Bella's audio file. I think I had an audio, but it didn't come through. So I think I had an audio file, but I don't know if it came through or not. Let's see.
Hi.
No,
Good evening.
no, I don't think it came through. So here we go. Here's Mocha's audio file.
Jungle. This is Mocha Bella, and I want to say that I am not guilty of the charge brought by the plaintiff, Chief Rocker, Jersey Vern. All I have to say is the golden shower did occur last year, 2024, when I came to the A, and Chief Rocker picked me up at the airport where I did stay at his apartment, not his house. Last week, he said that this occurred at his house, but it actually occurred at his apartment where he is currently living. So, the incident, the Yellow Rain trial, as you call it, the golden shower did occur, and Chief Rocker did enjoy everything. And he enjoyed the shower, and he enjoyed the yellow rain. So, I'm pleading not guilty of all charges, and I just want Chief Rocker to provide a better argument on why that I'm guilty, but in fact, I'm not guilty. So I hope, Judge Jungle, that you rule in my favor. That's all I have to say. I'm not guilty, and I just want to hear the outcome. I did provide as evidence a picture of me and Chief Rocker when he picked me up at the airport as proof that I did come to the aid. I hope you show that evidence so Chief Rocker can explain that he did pick me up at the airport last year in 2024. My argument is I'm not guilty of the charges, and I hope, Judge Jungle, that you rule in my favor. Thank you, Mocha Bella. And thank you, Judge Jungle, for listening to my case and my plea. Not guilty.
Okay. Chief Rocker is not here to press charges on Mocha for spiking the drink. He's not made. I asked him, Chief, did Mocha? I'll get some text messages. It's hilarious. Okay. Now, Chief was pressing charges on Mocha for this right here. Let me pull it up again. Okay. Let me pull it up. Where is the damn thing? Okay. Chief is not here. Let's see who's this right here. Mocha, hold up, okay? Let me read this. Can you hear me, Mocha?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, mute your mic. Now, Chief pressing charges on Mocha for allegedly spiking a drink. He's not made a case for that because I asked Chief. I said, Chief, did Mocha spike your drink? His reply was, what Mocha drinking? So I'm throwing that out. I was like, Chief, did Mocha hog tie you? Like, who the fuck get hog tied? So I'm throwing that out. I said, Chief, now Mocha incriminated herself and said she was on Chief North Pole and Chief South Pole. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what did I do? She was on Chief North Pole and she was on Chief South Pole. So I asked Chief, I said, Chief, was there any exploration down at your South Pole? So he didn't want to answer that. So I'm throwing that out. So the last but not least, I said, Chief, I said, Chief, was there a golden shower? Mocha said she rained all on Chief. So I was like, Chief, did Mocha rain on you? Now, if Chief would have been like, Jungle, I was drunk, I was inebriated, she took advantage of me, then I could find Mocha guilty of S-ing him. But Chief, as you can hear in this audio file, he's dropping all charges, so I'm throwing it out. Mocha is innocent of all charges. You know what I'm saying? Mocha is innocent of all charges because Chief is not here to point a finger at her and say she took advantage of me. So Mocha is here. I had to believe everything Mocha says. And so I got Mocha on here. Mocha, good evening. And how do you feel about all charges being dismissed?
Good evening, Judge Jungle. Thanks for having me. And I'm innocent of all charges. And thank you for ruling in my favor. Appreciate it.
Now, Mocha, let me ask you a question. Now, it looks like you and Chief is booed up. You know what I'm saying? Why would Chief deny you? Why Chief come in here and say, y'all not this and y'all not that? What's going on? Because it clearly looks like y'all booed up. What's going on, Mocha?
Look at that picture with my breasts all, look at it. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see that smile on his face?
Yeah. He got a big Kool-Aid smile.
He got a big Kool-Aid smile. Yeah.
Okay, Mocha. Walk us. Hey, what's going on, Big Mo? Good to see you, man. Walk us through it, Mocha. You know what I'm saying? Chief pick you up at the airport, and then what?
He picked me up at the airport. Okay. We went out to eat. We had a breakfast, brunch. A breakfast at Barney's. And after that, he took me to his apartment. Not house, apartment. So we went over there, and then he showed me where I was staying in the room. So I put my luggage and everything, was in there, and we chilled for the rest of the day. And then when he came, to go into bed, like I said, like I explained last week, I was in the bed. I asked Chief, what he wanted to do for the night. And, he was drinking his Henny, which he claimed. He said he only drink beer, but he drinks Henny too. So one thing led to another. I said, Chief, you want to try this golden shower that you hear me talk about all the time, on Tasty Talk, and that's my my guilty pleasure. That's what I like to do. So he said, yeah. He said, Mocha, I'll try it. So we went. I said, hey, we won't do it in the bed, but we'll go to the to your your bathroom. One thing led to another. I told him to lay on the the bathroom, and I poured the yellow rain, as you call it.
Now, Chief is vehemently denying that happened. You saying that happened. My question is, why would Chief come out in public and deny all of that? What he afraid of?
He's afraid of the truth. He afraid of the truth. He is afraid of the truth, of telling folks that he enjoyed my golden shower. You understand what I'm saying? Like he talk about his midgets. He ain't gonna talk about what occurred last November last year. So I'm telling the truth, and he know what's going on. I provided evidence. So and you found me not guilty. So I'm happy with that. Case closed. No more messages. No more talk from Chief.
His lawyer in the chat saying you stayed at a hotel after you gave him that golden shower. Is that true, or did you spend the night?
I spent the night at Chief's apartment.
Well,
Yep.
there it is. Chief is not here to say otherwise. He has told everybody he is not fooling with Jungle Brother no more. Jungle Brother can't use him for clicks no more. It is what it is, Mocha. I thank you for coming on here. Do anybody want to come on here and challenge Mocha and her statement? You can come on here. I'm putting a link in the chat. If you want to come on here and call Mocha a liar, you know, here it is right there.
The only person you could call a liar is Cheap Rocker Jersey Vern.
That right there is a link. If you want to come on here and call Mocha a bald-faced liar, hey, what's going on, Big Old Noise? Happy to see you in here. But everybody, that right there is going to take care of Judge Jungle's night court. We have no other
Thank
case.
you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Case closed.
Case closed,
Peace,
Mocha.
one love.
Well, love, Mocha. Anybody want to join the panel and got something to say before we kick out of here? The doors of the courtroom is open. You can come on here. Where we at? We got 15 minutes left in the show. If you want to come on here and tell me how you felt about the show. Tell me if you got charges on anybody else. You know what I'm saying? You got a salacious story you want to put on night court, let me know. If you want to remain anonymous, you can email me at junglebrotherradio@yahoo.com or judgejungle@yahoo.com. Or you can hit me up on Messenger. Hey, that's a good question, Mo. That's a good question. Chief said he's not coming on here no more. Chief said I ambushed him. Chief said I ambushed him. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't fooling with me no more. He's mad at me because of how I went down the other night. Chief said he's not fooling with me no more, man. It is what it is, man. Hey, I'm not your friend. I come on here, Judge Jungle. I'm here to get the truth out. I'm here to get justice. You can't tell me, Jungle Brother, I'm gonna press charges on so-and-so, right? Come in here, get on the panel, get posted up, and got marshmallows in your mouth. And then when the defendant come on here and tell the real story, you get mad at me. Why? Because you feel, oh, well, Jungle, you my boy. You supposed to protect me. But what I tell you, I'm not Jungle Brother. I am Judge Jungle. I'm Judge Jungle. I'm not your friend. You come on the panel, you come to my courtroom, you gotta have your T's crossed and your I's dotted. Or you're gonna get your ass ate up. You're gonna get your ass ate up, and then you're gonna be mad. Now, I ain't trying to make nobody look stupid. You know what I'm saying? I give you a platform where you come on here and you state your case. It's your job to make yourself look decent. It is not my job to not make you look like a fool. That's not my job. It's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? You know, if that not true, instead of cussing me out, she came on here and laid down the law. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody accused me of pissing on me, and they didn't piss on me, and I don't remember pissing up on me. Oh, I'm coming up here grandstand. I'm coming up here 10 toes down. But this right here gonna conclude Judge Jungle night court. Thank all of y'all for coming up in here. Don't go nowhere. As I turn this camera off, and run the credits, I'm gonna post everybody's chat. So sit back and it's some hilarious chat in here. Don't go nowhere, man. Should take about 10-minute read. You know what I'm saying? So we should be out of here by 11:30, man. One love, everybody. Remember the red, black, and green. Put God first in your life and don't let anybody change who you are. If you believe in God, don't let nobody try to change your mind. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in God, what's there to debate about? What they talk about? You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody change you. Stand firm, stand your ground. Love somebody. Pray for somebody. Be there for somebody. We all we got. Jungle Brother, signing off. Peace.